Senator Walid Jibril, Minority Leader of the Senate, my colleagues, the governors who are present, respected members of the National Executive Committee of our great party, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you all. As we say in law, res ipsa loquitur. Facts speak for itself. You can see my distinguished colleagues, the great governors of the PDP in large numbers are here attending this emergency Nec meeting. Though an emergency meeting, you can see the number and we are still counting. This is a clear and very eloquent testimony of our position as governors on the platform of this party to continue to work together in unity and collaborate with the National Working Committee and the rest leadership of our great party to continue to reposition the PDP. I assure you that we shall continue to have synergy with the NWC and we shall continue to work together and continue to support our party that is waxing stronger and stronger by the day. Let me, on behalf of our forum, once again, welcome on board and congratulate our brother, the latest addition to the PDP Governors Forum, Governor of Bayelsa State, the miracle governor, distinguished Senator Dewey. I also, Mr. Chairman, take the advantage of this platform to introduce formally our new Vice Chairman of PDP Governors Forum, His Excellency Dr. Victor Okezie Ekpeazu of Abia State, who was unanimously accepted as our Vice Chairman at our meeting last night. Mr. Chairman, as we go into congresses, we are appealing that we shall all be all-inclusive in whatever we are going to do. We shall be transparent, we shall accommodate each other, and be free and fair in the conduct of the congresses. The rest of the world is watching at us and expecting us to build on what we have started during our last convention, in particular in Port Harcourt. That should be our irreducible minimum in the PDP, free, fair, transparent Congress that will engender leadership of our party from the grassroots world level to local government level and state levels. Mr. Chairman, we are by you, with you, all the way through this, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, the Chairman of Board of Trustees, Your Excellency, the Minority Leader in the Senate, Your Excellency, the Chairman of Governors Forum, members of National Working Committee, Your Excellency, our dear governors, and they have come in their good numbers. The Governor of Rivers State is here, Ebonyi Governor is here, and also the Delta and the newly confirmed Governor of Bayelsa State. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Cross River is also here with us. Distinguished leaders of our party, especially members of Board of Trustees, leaders of our party, the chairman of our states, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting is emergency, so we intend to be very brief. Members of National Assembly, very sorry. We intend to be very brief, and so that we go directly to the point. We were waiting for our governors who graciously confirmed yesterday that they will attend the emergency meeting after their own meeting at the villa. And I'm happy that they are here, and more of them are still on the way coming. I give God the glory as I welcome you all to this very important emergency meeting of our great party. Exactly 1 month today, 27 January 2020, the 88th National Executive Committee meeting of our party met and took far-reaching decisions relating to reform package of our party. Looking ahead, some of this our decision inform the summoning of this emergency Nec meeting today. Security issues. Your Excellency, great leaders of our party, I can report to you that between the last Nec and now, our dear country is still at the crossroad due to the now obvious inept leadership of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC and their government. The security situation in the country has refused to abate, and nothing concrete is being done by the government to ameliorate it and stop the senseless killing and innocence of innocent Nigerians. Even when the National Assembly, after reviewing the situation and asked Mr. President to overhaul the security system for greater efficiency, the government has continued to demonstrate their insensitivity to the plight of the populace. Nigerians have never been so afraid of their life as they are at this moment in this country. This is so bad, and it's very bad. Boko Haram. In the northeast, the Boko Haram insurgency has returned fully, and the president feels shocked that this SAC still exists. We are already used to our president not knowing what is going on in our country, even though as a president the buck stops on his table. The president may have been deceived by the intelligence reports from his field men, who continues to indulge in propaganda of claiming that the SAC has been defeated even when the situation is worsening, with banditry and kidnapping spreading all over the states, especially the northern states, though it has dovetailed to some of the southern states also. Nothing exposes the president's insensitivity and distance from the reality and from the people like his shock that Boko Haram still exists. But what do we expect when the president's chief security advisor are in loggerhead with the president's #1 aide? Your gaze will be as good as mine on why this administration cannot move this nation forward. On Bayelsa, great leaders of our party, between last meeting a month ago and today, a lot of water have passed under the bridge, politically speaking. The Supreme Court of Nigeria has, through its ruling, restored victory to the party in Bayelsa State, resulting in the swearing in of Senator Doye Duri as governor of Bayelsa. Nec formally welcome His Excellency to this meeting. I should also report to you that Governor Duri has begun the genuine process of reconciliation in the state with view to bringing the PDP stakeholders in the state together as one united family. Updates on Imo. On the Imo State case, which shook the nation to its marrow, the Supreme Court graciously accepted to review itself, and this is still ongoing as the nation, indeed the international community, are anxiously waiting for justice. The party leadership notes pressure from some victims of injustice at the court like Osun and Kano, but we are approaching every issue with absolute caution in relation to the weight of the evidence. State congresses. because it's an emergency meeting, my address will be very brief. It is also necessary to bring to the attention of NEC, this emergency NEC, that the fact that the process for the conduct of our party congresses in 26 states is ongoing. And I can assure you that the leadership is ensuring that we come out of it rancor-free, stronger and more united in these states. In conclusion, the big issues that are currently bothering our nation today. As I conclude, Your Excellencies, leaders of our party, our country is in a very bad shape. The populace are groaning in pains, and the government response is heaping further pains on them, raising the following concerns. 1. Our country, any moment from now, is going bankrupt. 2. Multiple taxation, VAT, etc., from 5% to 7.5% is shutting down industries and companies in our country, thereby creating more unemployment for our people. And therefore, we call on the President to reverse itself, and they should revert to the original VAT, 5%, rather than the burden that our people are currently facing today, and businesses are closing down. 3. Continuous lies of APC and government and propaganda on the pages of papers and media space is also troublesome, because there is no truth in all what the government is currently doing. 4. Governance are on autopilot. We don't know where they are taking the country to. There's confusion and fear everywhere. Even the fear itself is in the villa. It's everywhere. It's all nooks and crannies of our country. Fear of existence, fear that you may be the next target, fear that you may be the next person to be killed, fear everywhere. It is now free for all for government agencies and many government bodies who are on their own, because there is no leadership, so they do whatever they like to do. And the final one is that our judiciary, that is supposed to be free from encumbrances and pressure from government, are now under intense pressure by government and the agencies. These are the big issues and concerns capable of demoralizing us, but I urge all not to despair, because God has not finished with this country, and with faith in Him we shall overcome. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Mr. Chairman, the chairman of our great party, the chairman of the Governors Forum, and all the governors that are here today, the minority leader of the Senate, and members of the National Assembly, members of NEC, all NEC members are welcome to this emergency meeting to discuss crucial issues affecting our party. First and foremost, I want to congratulate the Supreme Court for upholding justice by affirming the election of the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Joe Diri, as the genuine governor duly elected by the people of Bayelsa State. I sincerely congratulate the governor and people of Bayelsa for their patience and total support for PDP, and in support of the governor's announcement that he is ready to run an all-inclusive government in Bayelsa State. The Supreme Court's judgment should end all disputes and misunderstanding in the state. On Imo State, we're eagerly waiting for judgment that will bring back Right Honorable Emeka Edoa as duly elected governor of Imo State. While waiting, I appeal to all members and people of Imo State to remain calm and prayerful for Emeka of PTP to be announced as governor of Imo State very soon. It is my hope that all the gubernatorial and PTP cases in court will be judged in favor of PDP. At the last Nec meeting, Governor Tambwal of Sokoto State had already been announced as the chairman of PDP Governors Forum of Nigeria. You agree that Alhaji Aminu Tambwal has started working in earnest. You can see the attendance of the governors here present show that Governor Tambwal has started working. I hope this will continue. I'm sure Governor Tambwal, as the chairman of PDP Governor Forum, PDP is set to win all elections at all levels in Nigeria. Our able governors have done very well to elect Tambwal as the chairman of the forum. As an opposition party, PDP needs the support of all our governors, all organs of the party, and entire members of our great party. At the last Nec meeting, the guidelines for the congresses forward to national convention have been approved, and all wards local governments are ready to conduct the primaries in the various levels. May I therefore advise that the approved governors must be seriously and adhered to in order not to fall into dangerous situations that affected the APC in Zamfara State. The Congress must be free, fair, and very transparent in all levels. Retired members must be allowed to exercise their democratic rights as enshrined in the party constitution, where concessions not be reached. While I very much congratulate the national chairman and the NWC for providing the guidelines for the congresses, I do hope the electoral officers in various levels must be well chosen in order to keep opportunity to the party members who fear God, just and ready to abide by the constitution of the party. Any party who has different interests other than that of the party should not be appointed as electoral officer in the conduct of the election. Finally, I want to further congratulate the national chairman of our great party and his national working committee for all their efforts in moving the party forward, despite our financial constraints. I wish all of you a very successful daily blessing. Good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.